A second here. I wanted to reset that. There we go. Good evening, Noodles. I tell you what, Sherman was in John and Lolly's chat talking smack about you. I tell you what, this video that I got on that I'm playing now, it's like an hour and a half long. This video, man, gave me all sorts of fits. It was all I was trying to do is just kind of patch several videos together and make one out of the brush hogging day that I had. And man, it had lots of footage. I had to go through hell to recover that. I lost it off my phone. I lost it off my computer. Everything. Couldn't find it. Had to do all sorts of stuff to retrieve the lost video files. Then I got it all retrieved, got it all done, and then I all patched together. I went to save the file, and it saved it all, and it got it all done. And then I went to play it. It was unplayable, so I had to go through it all over again. You made 500 in an hour? That's cool. Yeah, you guys were raking in the dough there, Noodles. That was a pretty good deal. Oh, by the way, hi Michelle, how you doing? I know you guys are enjoying your dinner. I don't know if is she going live on her kick yet, or I haven't checked yet. Hey, Chairman, I'm in red. I tell you what, it's a long, slow drive down this road all the way to the bottom of the hill. Well, that's where the sawmill was. That I got to drive down there to go get the brush hog, and it was a long drive down there. I should have put it in high gear, but I had the camera on here, and I didn't want to bounce it around too hard. Oh, Chairman's an all right guy, you guys. Don't give him too hard of a time. One of them is dispatched. I didn't have a turkey to dispatch, so one of them is dispatched and ready for the oven tomorrow morning. Seeing that why Noodles was raking in $500, I'm gonna have to kill my own chickens just so I can have a Thanksgiving dinner. And by the way, no, that was not an ask for donations, guys. I was joking there. I thought it was really cool that Noodles was able to raise that for taking Michelle out to eat and stuff. Let me know if the audio is too loud or if you can even hear the audio on here. There's no talking on it, so I want the audio to be downloaded on it. No talking until the very, very, very end. There is no audio. Let me go see if I can fix that in there. I got to go into the computer to do that. I do want a little bit of audio from it. There's definitely audio coming from out here. Nope, still no audio yet. Just a second. Well, I guess I'll just have to be audio next time with it. When I stream it with OBS, it's not letting me put the audio through with this on StreamYard. Doing the preset screen share. Hey, Chad. Hello, Nancy. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Yep, num num num. I'm really looking forward to my wife's homemade pumpkin pie and vanilla ice cream. I tell you what, my wife makes the best pumpkin pie from scratch. Yeah, I know. I can't get the audio from the video to play through. It's playing through on the computer on in there, but it's not with I guess with the screen share that I'm using. It's not playing the audio through. I don't know how to deal with that. So no big deal. I'm gonna stream this again another time with through do it run it through OBS, and then I'll have the audio in it. It's just if I got to be sitting inside to stream with OBS, I can't walk off. My computer can't handle. I could put a Google Hangouts or something like that on into there. Then I'd be able to walk out here with the phone onto the Google Hangouts, still chat with that playing on in there. But my little computer can't handle running Google Hangouts and OBS and all the different stuff with it all at the same time. Hey, TJ, happy Thanksgiving. Pecan pie. Yeah, well, see, I ain't got no teeth. Used to love pecan pie, but I ain't got no teeth, so I can't chew on them nuts. There's where the sawmill used to be. It's all gone now. Oh, sweet potato pies are good too. My wife made some sweet potato pie here about 6 months ago for the first time, or three, maybe earlier this summer. and that was delicious. I still like pumpkin pie better, but man, I was impressed with that sweet potato pie as well. No, but it is all decayed all the way through. That's an old cedar log. Those are both those logs there are old cedar logs. Those were the logs that he was using for stacking his other logs on to run up to the sawmill. I had to move them out of my way next to the fence over there. They're just old and rotten, but they're not hollowed out. I had to make up my mind at which angle I was going to come in to hook up to that. I had to push um, the brush hog around in order so I could back up to it. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy the sweet potato pie a little bit better next time my wife makes it. The one reason why I like pumpkin pie so much is it's not so sweet. Um, I mean, I do like sugar and all, but I don't like my pies to be too terribly sweet. So next time you're going to use half the amount of sugar, and I think I'll like the sweet potato pie a lot better. Yeah, they still use all the same seasonings in the pumpkin pie. It's just the filling's different. Different filling, same seasonings. Or a portal for Bigfoot. You know what? Seriously, guys, I really do despise Bigfoot hunters. I mean, I've come across some really strange characters out there hunting Bigfoot out in the woods here. And you can tell who the Bigfoot hunters are, and they're strange. And usually they're from Portland or Salem or Eugene, any of the bigger cities. And they don't know nothing about the country, but they're convinced there's a Bigfoot. Yep, I sure did, Red. All I know is I spent plenty of time out there pounding the brush on out here. No sign of Bigfoot. I had to adjust the brush hog as best as I could. That's why I went back up to the truck with it. Now I'm going back out to start doing some brush hogging here. But I got to do some work on this. I got to get it back on home and get it in the shop because I couldn't tighten things on up as too much. The brush hog was still shifting back and forth on me a little bit more than I like on it, but it got the job done for what I got some done. I still got quite a bit more. I was going to go back up today and finish the job, but we got a bunch of rain last night, so it was pretty wet, so I didn't get to finish today. This was all done yesterday. Oh, they claim to have sightings of Bigfoot all over the place. They claim is the whole deal, but you know what? No DNA, no trace. There's never been any trace ever found of them that they could prove. Yeah, and every single picture that has ever come on out always comes out that it was a hoax. All the basis for Bigfoot, what really started it, was a few pictures in Humboldt County, California, dope smoking section, where somebody as a hoax took a picture of it, and that got thousands of people believing in Bigfoot. Now the pictures have been disproven to not be Bigfoot, that it was all a hoax, and they keep on chasing down other. I mean, it's just people are just chasing after a fantasy. But I'll tell you what, it was Bigfoot mating season here a few weeks ago. And when it's Bigfoot mating season here, I don't go into the woods without my chastity belt. Uh-uh. Did I get to what, Nancy? I don't understand the question. You recorded a giant being on top of the mountain. He goes up there, sees a blacked out car, and was told to get out. Yeah, there's all sorts of stories. What, you went back in, girl? Okay, you can go inside. You ain't climbing on my lap right now. Come on. Ah. Bigfoots? No, no, Bigfoot. They've tried to breed me a few times, but no, I fought them off gallantly. Up here, I'm brush hogging right now. And with this area where I was brush hogging, I thought there was a bunch of trees, so it took me forever to get this little area brush hogged because I was watching out for all the little trees. There was only two little trees in this little this small pasture area. And I was trying to keep from mowing down the fir trees. Took me forever. Well, Red, I've seen lots of videos. I don't put faith in no videos. I really, I know what can be done with videos, and I just had no faith in them. Nah, the Bigfoot rumors and stuff has been around a long time. I just don't buy it. Long before government even heard of them. I mean, the Indians used to talk about Bigfoot. Now we found fossils of giants, not Bigfoot. We found fossils of dinosaurs, and dinosaurs haven't existed for thousands and thousands of years, for a long time. But we've never found a fossil of Bigfoot. Kind of makes you wonder. Plum Island Lyme disease. I mean, show me a fossil of Bigfoot, and then I'll become a believer. I got to tell you guys though, a few years back, I was out hunting. This was probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And a friend of mine, we was out hunting, and my other friend, he legitimately he believes in Bigfoot, and I don't. And we had to have a lot of fun bantering back and forth about it. But he was almost convinced that I was right after this episode because he was on my side of this part of it. We was out hunting and we stumbled across this gold prospector that he was up on in there and he was up behind a closed gate and we went on in there to hunt. I mean, it was Forest Service, but it was on a gold claim. We were walking on in there to hunt and we talked to the prospector up there. And I think gold gave him brain damage or something because he was a diehard Bigfoot believer, and he showed us the tracks of Bigfoot where he'd come to his camp. And then he's got to. I mean, we wasn't making fun of him or anything. We knew there was something loose upstairs with him, so we wasn't making him feel bad or nothing. We just kind of played along with it, and like we were diehard Bigfoot believers and stuff. And he started telling us about, Bigfoot. And when he first seen him, he came on into his camp there and wanted some coffee, and he drank coffee with Bigfoot, and then the next night he was inside his camper playing solitaire, and coffee and Bigfoot came by again with some more coffee, and Bigfoot sat down and started coming by just about every evening and would sit down and play cards with him. They'd just drink coffee and play cards together. And he says the last time he seen Bigfoot, he was going up over the hill right on up there, and he had his family with him, his wife and his daughter, and they waved goodbye for him as they walked away. I mean, this guy, and this guy firmly believed it. He was not trying to pull our legs. He firmly believed the story that he was telling. I mean, like, yeah, Bigfoot comes on in there and played played solitaire with him. Yeah, gold mining gives people brain damage. Yeah, it might have been mercury poisoning there, Nancy. You might be. It might have been mercury poisoning that got him. I don't know. I do know one thing that people have heard weird stuff in the woods, and the one thing that I got to ask is, do we know all the sounds of a fox makes? And if you wonder where I'm going at with this here, sometimes you guys just get on YouTube and start googling up different sounds that the fox makes. Their different cries and yelps and different stuff. And listen to them. Some of it is really eerie. Some really weird sounds coming from a fox. And if I didn't know better, I would think that some of it could possibly be a Bigfoot. I mean, there's some fox do make some really strange sounds. What does a fox say? I don't know. She never talks to me. She's kind of stuck up. Then again, if I was a fox, I wouldn't want nothing to do with no redneck hillbilly like me. Yeah, my rooster talks to me. That's for dang sure. Thought about making him Thanksgiving dinner, but he was only the rooster that I got right now, so I couldn't take him yet. The camera must have fall over again. Got to reset it. Have fun doing that, Noodles. By the way, Noodles, I haven't I seen where you dropped a message on Polo. I'll check it back. I haven't looked at it yet. But if you're serious, I'll give you that stuff, and I'll even do a walkthrough if you need me to do a walkthrough on how to do it on Marco Polo. Oh, Nancy, the fox, they actually sound like a child screaming, being murdered or something. I mean, a fox makes a noise, a hideous noise. It sounds like a little kid just being demolished, and it's just a fox. She was going to go live on Kick. She said, "You want to watch him fail on putting up shelves?" Yeah, live stream it, Noodles. By the way, if Michelle does go live, y'all make sure you jump over to her Kick account because she said she was going live on Kick, and I don't know, maybe Noodles will come back in here and drop the link in here. I know he has a wrench to be able to drop the link for us in here. Or I'll probably stay over here for this evening, at least for the hour and a half. I want to play this video all the way through. Might show up over there a little bit later. I don't know why we can't get more people over there on Kick on Michelle. It's actually pretty fun over there, and it's really easy to use. For any of you that haven't tried Kick over there, and if you're worried about the putting an app on your phone, I don't have the app on my phone. You do have to create an account, just like you do YouTube, so you can chat. But when you go on in there, it will say get the app, you just say no thanks, and you do have to unmute the volume on the screen. It's a little speaker picture icon in the bottom left hand corner of the picture. You do have to unmute that to get sound. But the chat in there works really good. I mean, and you don't have to have that. It works really good. It's really easy to follow along and everything. I've never tried Twitch. I've never been on Twitch. Yeah, and if it wasn't for Michelle, I wouldn't be over there. Well, there's another person that says they're going to live stream, but over there. So I mean, I'll follow them too. But all in all, I'm not a big fan of Kick. But hey, if somebody's trying to get a start out over there, I'll do what I can to help them out on there. One thing about using the skid ball on the tractor is it doesn't stay in one place. It's always constantly creeping to one side or the other on me. But it really does help smooth down the picture. I do need to set up a different camera stand on there. I got the camera sitting up on top of the roll bar. I need to get it set up in front of me somehow, and I think I've come up with a way. I've only got 6 acres here, Nancy. I'm up at another lady's house, um, up out further up on the mountain, and I'm not sure how much property she has. She has a pretty large chunk of property up there. She actually has two different parcels, and I believe this one here is like 160 acres, and then she owns another parcel on the other side of the dirt road, and I don't know how much property that one is. But she has me go up there and mow the blackberries down. Next week I've got to get on in. She's got a bunch of old dead snags and dead trees on in there that she wants me to try to bring down without harming the live trees and stuff. I mean, it's yeah, she doesn't mind me doing any videoing on her property. I'm not displaying where the property is or anything else like that, or who she is, but that she doesn't mind me uh, videoing on her property and doing this. She's a retired lady. She was a veterinarian until she retired. So she loves animals. I tried to talk her into letting me hunt on her property this year. She wouldn't let me do no turkey hunting, no deer hunting, no elk hunting. And by the way, this morning here when I was on out there, I came across a fresh pile of elk shit. I didn't get to see the elk, but the elk shit was still steaming. That's how fresh it was. But I didn't have a gun, so it didn't matter if I seen one or not. And it was on her property. But she's very adamant. No hunting on our property. No harming the wildlife on her property. And no, she's not a vegetarian. She is a meat eater. She wants she wants her wildlife to stay fully intact. Good evening, Brenda. The shit stir. That's me. Where don't they have a paddle? Doesn't YouTube have a paddle that you put the paddle in the shit to show me stirring it around? How did Tom enjoy his first day? Today was his first day home, full day. How did he enjoy his first day home? By the way, y'all, Brenda's husband just got out of the hospital, had heart surgery, and yeah, she had to, for 2 weeks. She was driving back and forth every day to the hospital, 2 hours one way. Plus, her husband won't be able to go back to work for at least a month, probably more like 2 or 3 months. And she's having to take 2 weeks to a month off herself. So, if any of y'all can find it in your heart to give her a donation, I'm sure she would appreciate it. And she's not the type of person that begs for money, guys. See, she's not a taker, she's a giver. So I just want to put that on out. You can go to her channel. Maybe Renda wants to post her link. That's up to her. But I know that they're experiencing a little bit of hard times. They just bought their house um, without not expecting this to happen. So it could have happened at a worse time. But some things you just can't plan for. But believe me, she's definitely a worthy cause to donate for. And she won't hound you for any more money or anything else like that. She won't be putting you on no email chain list to ask for more money and stuff. Came home down dinner time yesterday, and he's doing good. It's definitely going to be a road for sure. Yep, but he's home. Just a second, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. My daughter just wanted to tell me that they got Tillamook cheese for $6.50 a 2 pound block. She was excited about that. Yeah, I want to get this camera sitting in front of me so I can reverse the camera back and forth and change different angles while I'm going. The 55 acres of woods. Oh, nice. So you lease out the farmland and have 55 acres. Oh man, that's sweet. So you got plenty of firewood, don't you? What type of trees do you have on the 55 acres? Mostly maple, some pine, and some oak. There's some good firewood there. We have we have a lot in this country. We have a lot of alder, a fair amount of maple, and then a variety of evergreens. Doug fir, hemlock, spruce. Just a variety of evergreens. For our area, I mean, we do have some white oak too. Um, and the white oak is the best firewood that we have around here. This the second best. Actually, a close call. I mean, the when I can get it, I really like getting that. Oh shoot, what's that wood called? I can't think what it's called. Anyway, the bark feels like it flakes off. Fairly thin. Madrone. We got madrone, and that's actually our best firewood when we can get it here. But my favorite outside of madrone is I like burning the Doug fir. It has about almost the same BTU as maple, but it doesn't have near as much ash. But that ash is good at nighttime if you want to have the fire hold longer at nighttime. It will definitely hold the fire longer. And that sucks. Walnut is worth a lot of money. Black walnut, that is. I don't know if English walnut is worth much, but black walnut is worth a lot. I know one guy, he was in the tree removal business. He about kicked himself in the ass when he found out what he was cutting it up and just selling it for firewood. And then one guy came in and offered him, says, "Hey, don't be cutting that stuff into firewood. I'll give you." It was like he said when they pay him to people pay him to remove the trees, and then he sells the trees for about he gets like five to $10,000 a tree. I'm presuming that they're like 2 foot on the stump at least. Yeah, they're yeah, five to $10,000 worth of wood in those trees. Well, you can nap when he naps. That's a little bit nicer, Renda. So he's taking a lot of pills, huh? Do they have them on like Lasix and Leniacin? Or are they using other drugs now for the water retention? Well, I don't know which was which, but one of those was to make the heart beat a little stronger, and the other one was to help eliminate the retention of water. That's what my daughter was on when she had her heart problems. She was on the same dosage as my grandpa was. Angela was on the same dosage of Lasix and Lanoxin as my grandpa was. My grandpa was in his 80s, and my daughter was only a few months old. Eliquis. Okay, yeah, that's something different. He's not like this. Lasix, I mean, okay, Lasix must be the one that eliminates the water retention, and the Eliquis is the replacement for the Lanoxin that my daughter was taking. My wife just got home. They went to town to get last minute supplies for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I missed your live stream earlier today, Renda. I seen where you went live for about a half hour, but I wasn't at the computer at the time when you went live. Yes, they're home. Yes, the girls are home. What a rough job, just sitting on the tractor and driving around all day. You know, this would have been enjoyable back in my drinking days. If I got in one spot where I was kind of concerned whether I was going to be able to get out of that. Nah, I can't go down to the ravine that low. You remember what I had to do here? Oh, reset the camera. Check the camera, make sure it was looking at the right angle. Okay. Enjoy making the cookies, Nancy. I don't know if this video gives it any justice as how much of a side hill I was mowing out here, too. It was pretty steep. I didn't pick it on up. There's a limb hanging down up there that I was trying to break on out. I didn't want it coming down on me driving underneath it. See, it's springing around a little bit there at the top left. Okay, I'll let you dogs run out so you don't drive me crazy with all the barking. Oh, like that stopped him at all. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Renda. That doesn't make for a good day. I really can't tell how steep that is on here. Right, and that's about right there where you see the ground torn up a little bit. That's where I didn't dare go any lower there. Took a little bit of work getting out of it. Initially, I was just trying to figure out how the best way, the best angles to hit this and cut it. And I was trying to just keep it going straight up and down. I ended up settling and going more or less kind of a side hill, and it worked out better. Oh man, yeah. It gets to the point where even the meds have a hard time keeping up. I remember my mom went through that, Renda, back in. My mom passed away from cancer in '91, I think it was '91 or '92, and my dad passed in '96 from cancer. Maybe this is where I got stuck. Yeah, that's where I started having a little bit of a problem. Okay, we'll dodge that area. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute the audio for a bit. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. What did I miss on the tractor? Anything? Yeah, nothing exciting happens till the end. Boy, I was lucky at the end of it. I didn't have to go too far before I realized it happened. I didn't see it happen, but I only went like 100 feet and stopped, and that's when I realized something was wrong. You'll see it. Unfortunately, you won't get to hear the reactions to it until I restream it with OBS. Whoever's popping on in, we're just showing me run a little tractor around, run around in circles, brush hogging. Unfortunately, I can't play audio in here with this. It wouldn't let me play the audio through. I'll have to restream it again for audio later. Fortunately, this area of the blackberries that I'm mowing right here, they never got to be higher than like a foot tall, so it wasn't bad going through there. In a few weeks, he just sprayed some more blackberries. Those blackberries are 4 or 5 feet high. I'll have to knock them down with the bucket first before I brush hog it. That means I'll have to make sure that I have all the guards on it first of all, so I don't get the vines getting up inside the motor compartment and stuff and causing problems. What's happening here? Must be my internet kind of screwing on up. Because I know it didn't video that way. Okay, you have a nice turkey day tomorrow too, Renda. Take care. Rest well. when I get done with this patch here, I go into doing a little bit of exploratory on what the rest of the area is. I did a little drive around for about 5 or 10 minutes. I've seen a beautiful little tiny pond, duck pond or something down on there, and oh boy, they're in there fighting. Don't worry, folks, it's only a half hour longer. She says it's a great big old mushroom, about a 10-pound mushroom. She called it, so I don't remember what she called it, but it sounded to me like the chicken of the woods. I want to get up there and see that sucker. She says don't disturb it. She's hoping that it will put off more, and she's never seen it here before. So she didn't want it disturbed, so it will come back next year, too. I don't know if that's my internet making it lurch and pause, or I know it wasn't this way in the video. I don't know, is it jerking and pausing like that for you guys, or just on my end? Oh, got kicked out of it. Oh well, I'm going to call that a wrap. I guess we didn't see the end of it this time. You'll have to wait until next time when I play the audio and all. We'll catch y'all later. Bye, y'all.